Gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but up just short of the first down. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Lopez to pass. Pulls it in. It's Russell.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Tries to get it on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Love the play call going RPO on 4th down here. And how about the offensive line just digging deep, getting low to the ground, and just getting a better push in the trenches to help that running back get that first.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Lopez wants to fire. Going downfield for the big play. Soft spot in the middle. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the first play that can get you going, the QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Hand off from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. Going right to work up top. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll try to take it back. Powers through. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
When you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. There he goes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes the catch. It's Russell. Up at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lopez to pass. Under fire. Quarterback gets enough. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Bring in the heat. Can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. He wants to throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease up, it's running. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. That's reeled in. It's Culliver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed over the middle. It's Russell. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Lining up to convert 3rd down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Blue Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the... Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. He's going to take off. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Got a man. It's Ship. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback adapting. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He'll throw it. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it,